standards. But you gotta change your tolerance. And that's why I was going through niggas like crazy. Can't fuck with it. Nope, don't like it. Don't like this. Oh, this outweigh this. Got to go. New nigga me, please.
What's good, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you click that notification bell. Leave your comments down below and enjoy this reaction video. What's good, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another reaction video. You have just entered the Break Room Chronicles, where breaks are normally 15 minutes, but y'all over here, we break for 1 damn hour. Shouts out to the 2 Live crew. Child, I see you. By far the best damn chat on YouTube, honey. You better ask someone about this 2 Live crew. Oh, and shouts out to the Bush gang. Hey, Bush watchers. What it do, Bush gang? Shouts out to the Replay gang. Hey, Replay gang. Thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure you let us know in the bottom of this here video that you're Replay gang. Replay gang in this thing. So myself and the 2 Live crew definitely know it's real. Hey y'all, good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome back to the break room, honey. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over here in the damn break room. Whoo, baby. Y'all see the title of this live. Yes, y'all, we are back again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, okay? Livy Pooh and her soon-to-be ex-husband, Jerrod, over there, baby, they back at it. Jerrod said, stop playing with my name, girl. Jerrod said, look here, let me tell you something. I said, ooh, Jerrod, what you gonna tell us, sir? Livy Pooh over there, you guys. And it's like, girl, look, sis, we get it. We understand. But the problem is, we don't think you understand, okay? Oh, Lord, poor kiddos. Okay, y'all, poor kiddos. Well, y'all, here we go. So what happened? Livy went live last night. And she went live to talk about her conversation she had with her scheduled time that she has to talk to her children. Yes, you guys, Olivia has scheduled times that she has to talk with the children because and I believe she goes through some type of apparatus to talk to the kids because, you know, her and Jarrod don't want to talk to her, okay? And so during her scheduled time to speak to her children, Olivia wanted to reflect on a conversation that she had with Robin about Ryan, okay? So Jerrod goes live this morning on his way to his good job over there. You know, that job that he got out making all that good money over there, where he's taking care of all those kiddos and his woman over there. Now, Olivia could have been a part. She was once upon a time a part of that good shmoney, not the real good shmoney. Because when her and Jerrod, he was getting to the good shmoney, okay? Now he right at the good shmoney. And Olivia basically asked her way on out that good shmoney living. And now Antonisha is benefiting from the good shmoney over there. Well, Jerrod was on his way to his good job, honey. And he said, oh, hold up. Jerrod said, normally I go to work and I listen to the music. But when I got up took a look at my phone and I seen all this bull-ish. She said, Jerrod said, oh, hold up. You're not getting ready to keep playing with my name, girl. Oh, goodness gracious. Nancy Davis, thank you so much for the super sticker. So we definitely getting ready to talk about it. Welcome everyone to the break room. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me because, honey, we're going to be here for a minute. We're definitely going to be here longer than an hour. Shouts out to Kitten Zombie. We are going to be using her video. You will be able to find Kitten Zombie's channel in the description box. Make sure you guys go over there and subscribe to her channel because she definitely does get a lot of the tea that goes on between Jerrod and Olivia. Because y'all, at this point, it definitely is tea. You know, at this point, it's definitely tea. Olivia is mad because Jerrod puts pictures of the kiddos on the internet of them looking cute and happy. Yeah, she doesn't like that. She said when she had the kids, she didn't do that. Well, sis, I mean, you should have. You quick to put pictures up of you in your damn panties, your pink panties. Why not put pictures up of you and the children together and the kids looking cute and adorable, okay? With their hair done and new clothes and all that. But sis, the reason why you can't put that up because you wasn't doing that over there. Don't get mad at Jerrod because he wants to showcase his children and he wants to celebrate his good doings and got the kids up on the Instagram looking, at least he don't got them up there looking like $2. He got them up there looking like a $20 bill. Don't get mad at that man for that. You had the same opportunity to put up the same damn photos, but you chose not to, okay? But because she wants pics of the kids looking miserable. Yeah, no, she doesn't like the fact that Jerrod is basically showing her how it's supposed to be done. Now, here's the thing, you guys. Some people obviously side with Olivia, especially women who have been in her situation. But what y'all have to understand is you really got to listen to what everybody is saying. Olivia's situation is totally different than from a lot of women, right? That probably went through custody battles. Olivia lost her children based off what Jerrod said. And I don't think Jerrod is lying. He has no reason to lie on Olivia. Olivia has a lot of reason to lie on him, but he doesn't have a reason to lie over Olivia. He has the children. So there's no reason for him to lie. Olivia lost custody of her children because she did not abide by what the courts was telling her to do. Okay? That's why she lost custody of the kids. Now, is it proper for us to talk about it? I mean, y'all, really, it's not our business. It's not the world's business to know what's going on in her personal life. But Olivia, for well over 2 years, has chronicalized all the ups and downs and the roundabouts of what her and Jerrod are going through. And she brought it to the internet. So, you know, I mean, sis, I mean, you basically got what you asked for. You wanted the people to be, you know, in tune, and that's what they are. Olivia and Jerrod's story is definitely a soap opera, okay? And people watch what? Soap operas, okay? So we're watching, and we have our opinions based off our own personal experience. Olivia had an ample opportunity to get those kids and keep those kids, but again, she did not heed the signs. She thought Jerrod and the courts were playing with her. Olivia thought that the courts was going to have sympathy on her being a mother. Now, y'all know there are states that are, especially my state is really not into taking custody from the mom. It has to be a very drastic situation for the courts to intervene and take custody away from the mother. I mean, it has to be, honey, drastic. Because one thing the courts will do, they will give you chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance before they actually have to intervene. Because the courts really don't want to do that. Right? They obviously they're into keeping family units together, but if you're not a willing participant of what needs to be done in order to keep your family unit intact, then obviously the court's going to do their job and they're going to intervene. She did he say he has that man has full custody, okay? And the reason why I know that is because he said it. He didn't say I have full custody, but he said I have custody. And also, Olivia doesn't speak like this is a temporary thing. Olivia speaks on it like this is indefinite. All right. If you were a woman who was going through the same situation as Olivia and you were still fighting, you wouldn't talk like this was a definite situation. You would talk like, you guys, it's what's going on right now, but that's not what's going to happen for the long run. Jerrod said that Olivia has ample time to talk to the kids, but she only calls the kids during her scheduled times. She doesn't call the kids outside of the scheduled time. Like, she doesn't call them in the morning. She doesn't call them at night. But now, again, I don't know if that's, I don't know. Jerrod, in my opinion, shouldn't have a reason to lie on Olivia. But he definitely said that she does not call those kids outside of her times. Like, she called whatever times they have set up. Sis hasn't asked the court for extra time or anything. She sticks to the schedule, you know? So, yeah, I don't think they going back. He said, he said custody. That's what he said. He didn't say temporary. He said custody. Jerrod has things placed over there like those kids are never to return to Olivia's house. Olivia's so busy crying about tax money. And I'm like, girl, tax money should be the least of your concern. Like, I understand tax money definitely is important. But here's the thing, like Jerrod said, how could I steal the tax money from you when we're married, Olivia? We're married. I have just as much right to claim the kids as you. What happened, in my opinion, is more than likely Jerrod filed the kids before she could. Now, Jerrod could have filed married but separated. More than likely, he probably filed like that. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Jerrod's attorney advised him on how to file without getting in trouble with the IRS. But at the end of the day, if Jerrod beat her to the punch, then he just beat you to the punch, sis. I mean, that's your bag. If he beat you to the punch in 2020, I'd be damned if he would have beat me to the punch in 2021. And if Olivia was smart, instead of getting on the internet crying about he took your tax money, why not amend the taxes? You definitely have proof that the kids lived with you more than 6 months of the year. You should have school records, a lease, something. If you really feel like he took your kids, he filed the kids unjustly and you had right, then why haven't you amended the taxes? You could still file. And once the IRS will come back to you saying the children had already been filed, then that's when you would amend it and state, the kids lived with me. Like the IRS would ask you for documentation. They're going to ask you for a school record, lease, whatever type of, I think those are one of the two major things they ask for to show proof that the kids live with you for more than 6 months of the year. So my thing is, instead of getting on this internet crying about what he did to you, what's the solution, sis? Are you fighting back or are you all fought out? And if all the fight is out of you, then stop getting on this internet crying about what crime he committed. Excuse me, y'all, what crime he committed, when definitely he didn't commit a crime, because y'all are married. He have just as much right to claim the kids as you did. It sounds like he beat you to the punch, and that's what you're mad about. Okay? One moment, y'all. My little setup here. Give me one moment. Okay. My thing is this. I understand Olivia missed her kids. I mean, what mother wouldn't miss their children? But my thing is, if you missed the kids, sis, why didn't you do what you were supposed to do so you wouldn't be in a position of missing the kids? In my opinion, all Jarrod ever wanted was fair rights and time to his children. He did not want Olivia intervening in him being a father to his children. Olivia, being very bitter and scorned, definitely did do that. She definitely intervened in that, and Jerrod got tired of playing with her and got an attorney. Like, that's what most people do. Now, Olivia is mad because Jerrod intervened and got the laws involved. Okay, sis said where she from, we don't do that around here. Okay, she said where we from here in Cali, we don't get the laws involved. And I'm just thinking to myself, Olivia, how do you know that? You act like you're 50 years old and you lived in Cali. Like primarily, sis, when you lived in Cali, you wouldn't have known anything about what the men are doing out there. Like, you left Cali when you were in your early 20s. You've been with Jerrod all of your damn 20s. So how you know how the men act in LA when you wasn't even really dating like that in LA? You got all three of your kids by the man who lives in Texas. So why do you keep referencing to what the folks do in LA when you basically left LA in your very early 20s? You don't even know what the men are like. Girl, your kids, the kids that you have are not even by a man who is from California. He's from Texas at the end of the day. So why do you keep referencing what the men are like in LA when you really, you dated boys. You didn't date the men. Because when you started getting to the point where you were dating men, you were in Texas dating Jerrod. So what you know about what the men are in Cali? Anyway, let's move on, y'all. So let's go ahead and pull up Jerrod's live, and then we're going to listen to a little bit of what Olivia had to say. Because I'm going to play Jerrod's live first, and then you can hear the contradictions in Olivia's live. Now, I know some of you guys are like, oh, but you guys, me personally, it's like, sis, why are you not bonding with that baby, right? Like, getting on the internet talking about what Jerrod has done to you and how he's making you feel doesn't change the fact that the courts rendered their decision. Olivia gets on this internet and blames reactors and people in the comments for basically talking about her situation, when the people in the comments and the reactors are not the court, sis. If you want to be mad at anybody, you have to be mad at the judge who rendered the decision for you to lose custody of your children. The only reason why the internet knows anything about it is because you constantly get on this internet telling us your business, which is weird to me. So let's pull up Jerrod's live. Again, you guys, shouts out to Kitten Zombie. We're using her video. Again, make sure you go and subscribe to her channel. It's Kitten Zombie. It will be linked after this live for anybody coming to the replay. Make sure you guys go over there and support. All right.
Nothing about. That's just like me trying to tell your life. I don't know nothing about your life. I can't get on here and say nothing about you. Even if I did hear something, I still can't tell because I don't know. I just heard. Come on, man. You know, talking about the kids need this and that. Man, these kids living their best life, man. Of course, they're going to miss you. You their mother. Just like when they with you, they miss me. I'm their father. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. This is so crazy. Like, that's sickening. I be trying to hold it back and keep it in, but you just steady be coming. Like, just chill out, bro. Sign the divorce paper. That's what you do. Get ready for court in June. That's what you do. We got court in June since you won't sign the papers. How about that?
Olivia, you won't sign the divorce papers. Is it because you mad because Jerrod didn't just handle you one-on-one and decided to involve the courts? I mean, me personally, Jerrod did the smart thing based off what we have seen Olivia's behavior on the internet. Again, we're not talking about behind closed doors, her behavior behind closed doors, because Olivia refuses to ever close the door. She likes to keep her doors wide open. Do y'all know any about them ghetto neighborhoods? When you ride through the ghetto neighborhoods and it's summertime, folks got their door wide open and y'all can see from the living room all the way back to the kitchen. That's how Olivia is, honey. She got the door wide open, honey. She got a whole screen door so she can protect some of what you can see inside her house. Girl, she take the screen door, prop it wide open, and you can look straight through her house. Okay, so you mad because Jerrod didn't want to deal with you one-on-one. I mean, to be quite honest with you, he was smart to intervene and get the courts involved, because when he tried to deal with you one-on-one, he couldn't deal with you. You weren't easy to deal with. So he had to in order to protect himself, he had to get the laws involved. And that's smart. Like, you should have got the law involved too. So you could have had parental rights protected as well as he did. But again, Olivia chose to have court on the internet instead of doing it the right way and having court in the law of the court.
She over talking all that bullshit. Get up and talk some real shit. You over here just be talking random, telling lies and shit, man. Tell the truth, man. Because I'm gonna only take so much of your lies, and I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna tell the truth. But I'm gonna keep it to a minimum. I ain't gonna put all your business out there like that. Because I ain't coming to hurt you. I ain't coming for your neck. I'm just coming to put you in your place and tell you to chill out. That's what I'm coming to do. Yeah, I know it's late. I'm on my way to work. But you know, you just wake up and see bullshit. People that, man, I'm about to try that shit, man. I don't do the, man, come on. People already know I don't do the internet shit. Instead of going here lying, my kids are this, they that. Nothing wrong with the damn kids, man. Them kids passing their classes, going to school every day, having fun. I'm talking about Robin is on the AB honor roll. Did you ask about that? Christian is reading like a motherfucker. Did you ask about that? Oh no, okay. Ryan she learned how to read. She know how to write a lot of stuff.
Robin is on the AB honor roll. Christian is reading. Y'all know, again, based off Olivia's conversation, all this information is per Olivia, not stuff we've made up. Y'all know last year when it was summertime and Jerrod was supposed to get the kids, Olivia said the kids couldn't go because the oldest girl had to go to summer school. Well, now, honey, she's on the AB honor roll. Isn't that wonderful? Like, I know Olivia feels some type of way. I mean, as a mother, I would feel some type of way. But in a sense, she really shouldn't feel some type of way because you fumbled the ball. Like, she fumbled the ball. Had she did what she was supposed to do, this wouldn't be an issue. I think she was taking the advisement of her mother, and it obviously her mother ill-advised her, and now she's dealing with what she's dealing with. When she should have gotten an attorney, girl got that money by hook or crook, got that money, and had an attorney advise you. Not a alleged real estate agent, but a real attorney. Again, we as women, we like to take the advisement of our mothers because we, I mean, I'm one. I feel like my mama knew everything. You couldn't tell me my mama didn't know everything. But if it was situations that I felt a little uneasy about, especially situation with my kids, legal situations, I'm going to listen to what my mother has to say, but I'm going to go get the advisement of an attorney, somebody who went to school and passed the bar and is qualified to give me that type of advice. Period.
Her name, her numbers. But you don't ask about stuff like that. You be asking about bullshit. Who fed y'all? Who bathed y'all? Type of shit. Man, nobody give a fuck about none of that. Ask them kids how their day was. What's on their mind? Talk to them about that. Robin talking about she watch Home every day. No, she don't. Robin ain't even. She only watch TV today. Robin been on punishment. She watched TV today. What I'm saying, you don't be knowing nothing.
And even if Robin did say she watching TV every day, it's no different than what she did with you. When she was with you, she was sitting up in the room watching TV all day. So what's the damn difference?
Nothing, bro. You take one thing and you just go with it and you try to flip it to something else. That's sad. Ryan said she hurt her head. She wasn't saying she hurt her head. She didn't hurt her head. You gonna try to get her? You want to talk to me? Or I can't talk to you because the maid. No, your mom is the maid. What you talking about? Yo, Stella, that's the maid. What the fuck, man?
Not your mama is the maid. Woo! Shots fired. But you know what? That's what Olivia deserved. Because the way Olivia talked about that man's grandma, she talked about that man's mama, sisters, all type of people in that man's family. He said, no, your mama is the maid. Oh, my goodness.
That's how you turn around. She all in the camera, too. Get your ass back. They call them talk to their mama, not you.
Now, Jarrod, two wrongs don't make a right. Stella is them kids' grandmother. So if she want to say hi to her grandkids, because to be quite honest with you, Jarrod, and you know it, like you just said, Stella was the maid. So that means she was the one seeing after them and, probably making sure they ate and got baths because, Libby Poo probably wasn't doing half of that. Okay? So by right, she does have the right to say hi to her grandchildren. I know you ain't feeling her mama, right? And you definitely not feeling the mother of the mother, okay? But Stella does have a right to say, hey, kids, hey, grandbabies. You know, she does have a right to do that, Jerrod. I know you mad, but, sir, she do have a right to say hi to her grandkids.
But see, me being the person I am, y'all talk to them. Talk to them. Talk to your mom and your granny. I allow my kids to do that. I don't hold back nothing from them. It's sad, bro. So with this bullshit, you know? I do not like bullshit. I like it's crazy to me. I don't be understanding it. Nothing positive come out of you. You wonder why your life the way it is now. Nothing good is happening for you. You difficult to work with. Can't even co-parent with you because you difficult. You miss your kids so much. Well, how come when we call on you all want to talk on your court appointed days? That's stupid. If you miss them and I say I'm gonna call you Tuesday, so you can talk to them, answer the phone. Don't wait till Wednesday at 7:00. That's dumb. But you miss them and love them so much. Dude.
Ooh, Jerrod said if we call you on Tuesday, why you didn't answer the phone? Because it wasn't your scheduled time. But you get on this internet talking about you love and miss your kiddos. Ooh, Livy. Girl, if I was you, I would have did that live last night. Because, Johnny, you didn't woke up the dragon over here.
No, mother. I don't understand. If it was the other way around, I was calling my kids every day when I had your number or if I wasn't blocked. Just because the court say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if I'm telling you, hey, you miss them and you love them this much, hey, call them Monday, call them Tuesday, call them Wednesday, call them Thursday, call them Saturday.
Bump calling them, I would be living on the same side of town as them. Bump the damn phone, I'd be sitting right there in the suburbs of Dallas to where when I want to talk to my kid, I'd be going up there and having lunch with them on days at the schoolhouse instead of sitting up there in Florida for absolutely no reason other than you being spiteful. And the kids, once again, the kids caught in the crossfire. Child, once I would have seen that I had no fighting chance to keep my kids in my custody, Olivia wants to make it like Jerrod basically did this to control her. Sis, Jerrod is not the courts. Jerrod wanted his kids, okay? And based off the information they was able to provide to the courts and based off the way the judge felt once he seen all the evidence and based off you not following the commands of the court, rendered the decision for Jerrod to get custody. I would have been pissed. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'd have been a little ornery, a little hateful about it. But after about a month, I'd have been like, you know what, let me go. Especially after she dropped that baby. Let me go and get my little ass on down here to Texas so all my kids can be together, okay? Although they're not living under my same roof, but we up under the same sky, meaning we all in the same city together. We may not be all in the same house, but we definitely in the same city. I need an explanation. Do a live about that, Livy. Tell me why you want, I don't want no fluffy explanation. I want the real. Why you won't just pick up and go to Texas where your kids are? I know you feel like if you do that, that means he won. At this point, it ain't even about him. It's about the kids. It obviously seems like the kids are not coming back to you anytime soon. So why not just go back to Texas and live your life? Like, it ain't nothing about the beaches, girl, because you don't even really, I would just assume you don't even go to the beach like that. Hell, you barely took the kids to the beach when they was living in Florida, based off your videos. I would have just, packed up my ish and had my ass back in Texas so I could see my kids, not just talk to them on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'd be up at the school once or twice a week eating lunch with each one of them. That's what I'd be doing.
Whenever you want to. I'll let you talk to your kids. But nah, I only want to talk to them on like court appointed days. That's dumb. So you want to talk to them Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7 to 7:30. Okay. I'm not going to try to work with you no more because you're a difficult person. I'm trying to work with you and you're difficult for no reason at all. Call you on this day. Oh, I work. You ain't got no fucking job, man. Stop saying that. You ain't got no job. I hate hearing this shit. I was working. I call you at 6:50, you don't answer, but you call back at 6:58 because you was working. That's dumb. Playing games. Stop playing games, bro. Do the divorce paper. And no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't. Whether I'm with my woman or not, I don't want to talk to you. We have nothing to talk about. You want to talk to me in person? No, I don't want to talk to you in person. You can't say it over the phone, then don't say it at all.
Girl, at this point, I would think Jerrod and Olivia would be past personal conversations. I mean, Olivia missed her window of opportunity for that a long time ago. You know, I'm just gonna keep saying this, and I have said this since the beginning of this situation. When Jerrod jumped up and moved back to Texas, Olivia should have kept her ass right there in Florida. You running behind him, you know, she basically said in her live that's what Jerrod want. He want her to keep running behind him. But to be quite honest with you, it always seemed like Jerrod was running behind her. When she would get mad and she would move back to California for a little bit, then she'll come back to Texas, then go back to California, come back to Texas. Then she ran to Florida. Seemed like Jerrod was always running to where she was at. Now, this is the one time where he did run to where she was at in Florida, married her. And then 6 months later, he threw it in the trash can, honey, and got his ass on back to Texas, and ain't did no more running since. And I think that's what Olivia's mad about. But she want to flip it for the viewers to make it like he the one. When sis, if that was the case, then he would have just been handling you one-on-one. He wouldn't involve the courts. If Jerrod really wanted to play with you, he would have been playing with you minus the courts. Obviously, that man don't want to play with you. That's why the courts are involved.
Ain't got nothing to discuss. Nothing to discuss. Everything has been handled. Like you say, the courts handle everything. Just do the divorce. You don't want to sign the papers? Okay, well, we got court in June if you didn't know. So get with your lawyer. So, stop playing with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I try to do stuff the easy way, the nice way, but you difficult. So I'm going to keep putting these white folks in your life. That's what I'm going to keep doing. But I ain't going to play with you.
Now I'm going to keep putting them white folks in your life. Jerrod said I'm gonna keep putting them laws on your ass.
Get on here and try to slander me and talk bad about me and this and that. I'm such this bad person. Do the divorce. But when you talk to your kids, don't worry about my household, don't worry about none of that. Talk to your kids, see how they feel, see what's on their mind. Ask them what they learned today.
Olivia not signing them papers because she wanna hit Jerrod in his pockets. She know her not signing them papers will make Jerrod have to spend more money, right? So now, because they got to go back to court, that means he got to pay the lawyer more money to come represent him in court. You know, she not paying any money because she don't have an attorney, so she not paying any money, right? She wants Jerrod to spend all his money, and you know, sis, I get it. You being spiteful, you being mean and hateful, okay. But at the end of the day, you blocking your blessings. In my opinion, she blocking her blessings, okay? All this, and you supposedly have my man. Like, girl, what does your man think about all this cat and mouse game? Y'all just had a baby, didn't y'all? Wouldn't he want to, have you free and clear? I would think you should have been signed the paperwork since you was getting ready to have a baby with your man.
What good have they done today? Ask them that. Kid robbing on the AB Honor Roll. Don't miss no days of school. Perfect attendance. Teachers be calling me, telling me how wonderful Robin is. This is crazy, man. Like, I hate this shit. Excuse me. Just venting, that's all. I get tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of holding back, trying to be the nice guy. Nah, man. You can't be nice to somebody that's evil. Know what somebody once told her? I didn't know what the shit meant, but she has a deviant mind or whatever that shit means. Now I see that. She's the devil.
Not she the devil.
Nothing but an evil spirit, bro. Nothing good. Nothing. She could be going so amazing, and she just trying to find a bad in everything. That's crazy. I didn't take my kids from you. I never want to take my kids from you. But when you play with me with my kids, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Cause you're up here trying to play with me. You and your fucking mama. Like I wasn't there in my kids' life. I've been in my kids' life their whole life. So you trying to play with me.
Now, y'all, based off Olivia's own videos, Jerrod definitely was there. The one time he did leave is when he left and went back to Florida, or excuse me, Texas. But even with that being said, like I said to you guys all the time, he left her. He didn't necessarily leave the kids. I mean, he did leave the family unit, but you know, based off what we seeing now, you can kind of see why that man decided to leave, you know, because his whole thing was, all right, Olivia, I'm gonna come to Florida. We're gonna try to make this work. But I think when Jerrod got to Florida, he just wasn't feeling at home. You know, this is not what he knows. He had a better job opportunity in Texas. It was just more money for him in Texas. And he wanted to go get to that real money so he can take care of his family like he's taking care of the family, you know, his kids and his new woman now. He wanted to take care of Olivia the same way he taking care of Antonisha is the same way he wanted to take care of Olivia. That's why he married her, right? But Olivia, once again, being very, in my opinion, dumb and naive, basically let that man slip right through her fingers. Now she's saying she didn't want Jerrod. She hadn't wanted Jerrod in a very long time. Then, girl, why did you marry him then? If you didn't want that man, why did you waste the people's time? Girl, you wasted a whole YouTube video on a marriage that you said you didn't even want. Again, always doing stuff for the damn internet. And that's why you sitting over there now by yourself. Because you was doing everything for the internet and you just got asked out of a whole damn family. A family, a paycheck, help. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about your mama's help. I would rather have my husband help than my mama's help. Okay? You said I do to him. You didn't say I do to your mama. Your mama was going to help you regardless if you was married to Jerrod or a giraffe. Okay? She was going to help you either way.
I've never been there. I've been in and out their whole life. No, the fuck I haven't. I done throw my life away to fucking take care of my kids and try to be with your ass. The fuck?
Real quick intermission, you guys. Shouts out to JMT Squad, you guys. I posted on my community tab JMT Squad's channel link. Please make sure you guys go over there and subscribe. Again, she is a mommy of two. She's a working mommy. She works outside the home. Nothing wrong with the moms that work inside the home, but she is definitely trying to do the damn thing over there. She has a lot of clothing hauls, shopping blogs. Y'all know JMT has been in I've shouted her channel out before, and I just want to shout it out again because, like I said, you guys, YouTube is very oversaturated with these family channels. Y'all, like now, we all caught up in Jerrod's and Olivia's drama, and there's other channels floating around here that got just real life living going on, which Jerrod and Olivia's situation is a real life situation. But, you know, a lot of times, y'all, you just don't want to sit up and listen to the drama all the time. Like, I'm being honest with you. Olivia is draining the hell out of her channel. Like, I'm surprised. Like, she damn near need to do CPR on her channel. Like, she really needs to do some CPR, and it probably won't even work. That channel is damn near flatline, and it's her own fault. It's her own fault. Olivia could have took this whole situation and made it profitable to her, showing how she unfortunately lost her children to the father of the children, but now she's working. She's trying to get her mental, her personality, her, you know, whatever the words, I can't even think of the words right now, trying to get things together so she can co-parent effectively with the dad so her kids won't have to suffer because they're going back and forth arguing, bickering with each other. Olivia could have turned this she could have turned her channel into a whole different direction, but yet she chose to not do that, and she chose to do what she's doing now. And in my opinion, it's just not a good look for her channel as a woman. And that's just my opinion. But make sure you guys go over and subscribe to JMT Squad.
But you want to sit up here and try to play with me and lie on me? Yeah, okay. The fuck? You want to call me the maid? Yeah, I was the maid. I kept my house clean. I kept my kids up. Yeah, I did all that. I sure did as a father. You want to play with me and try to keep them away from me? Nah, can't do that. Because I will never keep them away from you. Just like when you had them every month, I was in Florida coming to see my kids. Sometimes I seen them, sometimes I didn't. Times that I didn't, that's because you didn't allow me to. So, you know, so stop playing. Fucking wasting money. I spend all this money on plane tickets and hotel, rental car, and you want to play. That's what I'm saying. Get deep, but I'm not gonna go into detail. Like I say, just do the divorce, bro, and stop playing on my name, please. It's sad that I gotta come to the internet to do this. You can't talk to me regular because you don't understand calm and sanity. You like this drama and all this shit.
Yes, she does, Olivia. And you know what's so shocking to me? In Olivia's live, she talked about how, she lived life growing up without her father, right? And you would have thought for one moment, Olivia would have put herself to the side when she was going through the separation of her and Jerrod. You would have thought for just one moment, she would have put her feelings to the side and thought about her daughters that she's raising. No, Jerrod's not going to be in the house with you guys as a family unit, unfortunately for you and the kids. However, he is a man that wants to be there. Do y'all know how many women are out here that wish the daddies would spend time with the kids? Not even child support. There's a lot of women out here that would say, you know what, bump the child support. I just want you to come pick up your son and take him to go get a haircut, or take him to the park and play ball with him, or come pick up your daughters and go to a daddy-daughter dance. Or so. Do you know how many women out here are yearn for a man like Jerrod who wants to be a willing participant when you have so many absentee fathers out here? And then Olivia had the best of both worlds. She had a man that wanted to be a father, was paying money. He was paying. He put his own self on child support. Sis. And because of your greed and your ignorance, you basically kissed all that goodbye because you wanted to play dirty and you wanted to dramatize this situation because you thought this would get you to, 200K subscribers. And Olivia's channel has been stagnant it's going to stay stagnant until she changes her mental, which will then in turn change the style of her channel. Let's continue.
This is how you understand stuff. Got to get on the internet and do it. Put all of your business out there. But that's what you like, though. But keep my name out your mouth. Don't talk about me. You talk about your kids. Don't talk about me. I ain't got nothing to do with your problem. Nothing. I got my own problem. You know what my problem is? Working every day, take care of my house, I'll take care of my kids. That's what I worry about. Make sure my kids straight. Make sure my woman good. Sitting up here playing. Not playing. And don't you ever speak on my granny ever again in your life. You like playing with the dead, I see. That's not cool at all. You don't ever speak on my grandma.
Yeah, now Jerrod, you definitely are right. She definitely do like playing with the dead, baby. When you dealing with somebody like that, baby, you stay far away from somebody who likes speaking on the dead. Child would never. Okay, oh no, I don't give a damn how much I don't like you. Girl, that Jerrod's granny can be hung you from her grave, honey. Speaking on that woman like that. Oh my goodness, but she does that because she know how much Jerrod loved his granny. So again, that's to hurt him. See, that's what I'm saying. Trying to be vindictive is going to have Olivia looking stupid. God going to slowly keep just pulling things away from you. He already pulled them kids from you. He just going to keep pulling things away from you because you don't understand, sis. You don't play with the dead, sis. Yeah, you don't do that.
No, I'm just being, I'm get up off here, man. Yeah. If anything, you should be thanking the maid. Yeah. The niggas you was with was taking care of my kids in a way that I couldn't. Hey, I appreciate that, bro. As a man, I appreciate that. But they wasn't, so I don't have nothing to thank them for. But in Tanisha, that's a woman. She a woman. She took in 3 kids that she know shit about. And them kids love her to death. And them kids, I don't go to Tanisha. No, we finna go. And Tanisha coming with me. That had a red. Oh, it's filling 56. Oh, okay. It lets you know right there, you're not a woman. Right there, you're not a woman.
So you guys here, I know a lot of people feel some type of way, you know, not a lot of people. There are some people that feel some type of way about Antonisha. And I'm just going to say this, you know, when Antonisha got with Jerrod, Olivia and Jerrod were not married, right? When she met Jerrod, that's when Olivia had moved to Florida, right? And Jerrod was dating Antonisha. And then he allowed the persuasion of Olivia to get him back in Florida. And then after that, Olivia and Jerrod got married. And then soon after that, Jerrod left Olivia and moved back to Texas and got back with Antonisha. Now, you know, we as women, y'all, we do some crazy stuff. A lot of times we do things that don't make sense to other people, but we just do what it does. We do what we do to make sense for us, right? Now, I know a lot of people have been like, girl, I would have never been with a man who left me to go marry another woman. Okay. And then bring them and step them back. And, you know, I'm pretty sure Antonisha thinks about that. That's why I think that's one of the reasons why Olivia won't sign the paperwork to get divorced, because she knows soon after Jerrod gets the divorce, he's going to marry Antonisha. I hope he does. If Jerrod is truly a good man and going to do things and do it the right way, he should marry Antonisha. Because as he just said, Antonisha took in 3 kids that she didn't know anything about. These are not her children. Antonisha doesn't even have children. So she took on being a mom figure to these children literally overnight for the love that she has for Jerrod, you know. But I personally feel like, maybe Antonisha probably could have stepped back a little bit and let Jerrod get all this taken care of. Because unfortunately, she definitely loves Jerrod. You can tell Antonisha loves Jerrod because she definitely is going through a lot. You know, Olivia called CPS on Antonisha because an incident happened where one of the kids said that Antonisha hit Christian upside the head, and Olivia called CPS 2 months after the incident, which it didn't happen like that. But you know, so Antonisha had CPS called on her just because she loves Jerrod, right? So I'm hoping and praying that Jerrod do the right thing by this girl when he finally does get this divorce, and do the right thing by this girl. And hopefully, you know, y'all know the old saying that, you know, the way you get with a man is the way you can lose him. So I'm hoping this situation doesn't happen to Antonisha. I'm hoping it doesn't happen to her like that, but you know, only time will tell.
From one woman to another, you can't even appreciate what she's doing for your kids. You want to separate the maid, a stranger. A stranger, where the maid at? If anything, I'm the maid, I clean. She cook, I clean.
That's true, Janae.
Like.
That's very true.
It's my household. My kids, they clean, so they maids too. It's pitiful, man. Trying to turn around, you on the fucking internet talking shit about somebody or about me. The fuck? Come on, man. Why you talking shit about me? But you got shit you need to be doing and taking care of. But you steady coming for me. Leave me alone, please. Leave me out of this. That's what I told you Friday. Do the divorce, get the shit over with. I'm all this shit. Every time you get on there and talk about me, I'm this bad person. I'm this horrible guy. Sign the divorce papers. What the fuck? It took me a whole day to do what I had to do for that divorce. One day. To get them everything that they wanted and needed. One day. So if I can do it in one day, I know you can do it in one day. Told you, you ain't gotta pay the shit, you ain't gotta do nothing. Just do what they want you to do, sign it, and go about your business. That's it. I don't understand this shit, bro. This shit's crazy, man. Crazy. Can't even listen to my music going to work, trying to vibe. Cause this shit, man, like, I just hate that. I hate it. It's like you try to be calm, just be chill with it, but you steady see bullshit. You just like, oh my God, not this again. You know what? Let me say something. I'm a chill person. I'm a chill person. I don't like drama. I don't like mess. I be to myself. I'm learning to better myself. Like my mama never always told me. My cousin told me, you have become a better person than what I was. Thank you to my woman. That's the thing. A woman can bring out the good in you. She can bring out the bad in you too. I watched this thing like Kevin Gates said. It was like,
yeah, that's why you got to be careful about, you know, the type of people you associate with, because it's true, people can bring out the best in you and the worst in you. And we definitely know when Jerrod even looks different being with Antonisha. He just looks happier at times to me, you know. And we definitely know when he was with Olivia, we didn't see, you know, Jerrod didn't even have Instagram. He just got that here recently. You know, when he was with Olivia, you didn't see, you know, them pictures of them going places and doing things. You didn't see that with Olivia, because Olivia really wanted to focus on growing her YouTube channel with, you know, Garbino. And really, I think from what Olivia said in her live, that was the time where she basically was like, I don't care about being with him. I just want to grow my YouTube so I can have my own income. Hence stuff. But here's the thing though. But Jerrod allowed Olivia for years to be a stay-at-home mom. That's what he allowed her to do. And she went for it. Olivia was fine with Jerrod taking care of her. And I guess one day she realized, I want to take care of myself. But my thing is, sis, you should have already realized, like, you should have went into the relationship with the realization of, I need to take care of myself. And maybe you wouldn't have been subjected to the way you say Jerrod treated you, because he was the sole breadwinner. Again, that's her fault for allowing herself to be subjected to that, because nobody forced her to be a stay-at-home mom. That's what she chose to do. That's what she wanted to do. And Jerrod was a willing participant in that. If y'all know, we watched Jerrod. Jerrod was definitely supportive to Olivia with the things that he was very supportive with her trying to grow a YouTube channel. He was supportive when she started the eyelash. He was supporting all that. Hell, he even supported her when they did the video of her getting the fake GED. Okay. Jerrod supported all that. But you know, sometimes time changes people. And obviously time changed Jerrod and how he felt about Olivia. And he got a taste of another woman. And obviously he felt like that was a better situation for him. That's unfortunate for Olivia or any other woman in that situation. But unfortunately, shit like that happens, you know? You just got to be the type of person to know how to deal with shit like that happens when it happens to you.
That's why when I post stuff, or if I do post stuff, I don't put nothing on the internet, because every time you do something, they think I'm talking about somebody. No, I'm putting stuff because that's what I wanted to put. You don't got to be talking about nobody when you put something on the internet. That's what's wrong with the world now. Everybody always thinks somebody coming for them. Everybody coming for nobody. It was a quote that I like, or it was a picture that I like, and I put it. What are they doing? Niggas going backwards on the freeway. What you doing, bro? Just being. That's all I'm doing. Being.
From the word say go, Janae. I would have had my own for the word say go.
Bitter baby mama's like, why? People hate to see you do good. I don't ask her for nothing at all. I don't ask her for nothing. That's crazy. I don't even talk bad about her nothing. Even when she do come on, when she do call the kids, and like I try to work with her with that. I got my kids in activities. She trying to tell me I need to put them in activities on days that she don't have to talk to them. Man, what? What?
Girl, what the world are you talking about? He has to change their schedule so you can talk to them. How about you change the time that you talk to them? Why the kids? I mean, it's bad enough the kids' life been turned upside down, but then you want to further keep turning it upside down. Now he got to alter their schedule so you can have your phone call. It shouldn't even be a phone call. They should be over there with you. But anyway.
I found places around where you stay. You should put them in here until you pay for something. Until you send me some money and pay for something, then we can talk.
You found places around where Jerrod lives for them to be in activities. Well, sis, why you didn't have them in activities? You over there finding stuff for them to do in Texas, but they wasn't doing nothing in Florida? Girl, you spending your time doing something that you don't need to be doing, sis.
About that. You ain't paying for nothing over here. You ain't paying for no track class, no track clothes, cleats. You ain't paying for no ballet, gymnastics clothes, nothing. You ain't paying for no tutors. You ain't doing nothing, bro. And you know about everything. See, it's different though. See, when that was with you and you did stuff, you never told me nothing. You get on the internet, oh, he don't pay for this, he don't pay for that. I didn't know nothing about it because I don't have your number. Oh, you got me blocked. So you didn't keep me in the loop when the kids was with you. You didn't keep me in that loop. First, I was trying to find it. I had to find stuff the hard way. Oh, you went and bought those shoes. Well, why did you call and tell me? Oh, you going to spend $200. Now you want to say, oh, I did this and you didn't do nothing. Come on, don't do that. See, when I do stuff, I tell you, oh, they in this. They got it on this day. All you care about is, oh, that's the time that I called to talk to him. You don't ask nothing else. That's all you care about. The time you got to call to talk to him, you could have talked to him at 5 o'clock before 7. But no, that's not your court-appointed time. Follow the court order, right? Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 7:30. All the time you need to call my phone. Dummy.
Hey, Miss True.
You miss your kids so much and you love them so much. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like I said, if it was me, I'd call every day. Let me talk to my kids every day. Before and after school. Before they go to bed.
I know that's right. I would, yeah, you wouldn't, it wouldn't be no scheduled time. The scheduled time would be in the morning before they go to school and in the evening before they go to bed. So I could talk to them in the morning, talk to them in the evening, 7 days a week. I'm calling like at the end of the day, there's cell phones. You take your phone wherever you can go. If you need to go to the grocery store, it's not like you're gonna miss a call because it's not like back in the day when we had house phones and you were afraid you were gonna miss a call. Baby, you got your cell phone. You can take it with you to the bathroom. You can take it with you to the laundromat. You can take it with you on the airplane. You can take it with you on the train. Yeah, yeah. I'll be talking to my kids 7 days a week, twice a day. Period. And wish the courts would say anything different.
Work, man. I made it to the job. I got here so fast, and I wasn't even speeding. They let me know right now I'm gonna have a wonderful day, man. I just had to vent. Sometimes you gotta vent. Better out than in. Can't keep holding it. Just like gas. That shit'll back you up. That's why I never want to bring my personal problems to work. Even though I ain't got no personal problems. It's just bullshit, man. I don't like bullshit. That's crazy. I don't like bullshit.
I think the reason why Flo that she has the 30-minute phone calls because she's always saying Jerrod said this, Jerrod did that, Jerrod, in which she basically was lying on Jerrod or over exaggerating what was going on. So based off all that information to the courts, the attorney probably told the judge it would probably be in the best interest to keep down confusion if the calls were scheduled at a certain time and this, that, and the other. Again, I don't know. It's just a whole mess. Like Olivia shouldn't even be going through this. She should have done what she was supposed to do as a mother, regardless of you make mistakes. Like, Olivia wants to play on the fact, we all make mistakes. But since most mothers don't make those type of mistakes to lose the custody of their prized possessions, which are their children. Most mothers are not out here playing with the law like that. Okay? Now, we do understand there are some mothers and fathers that do. Hence the reason why we have something called Department of Family Children Services, DFACS. Okay? So we do understand that. But most mothers raise their kids to adulthood and never have defects involved in their life. Never, ever. Okay?
Shit, when people keep lying on you. People lie on you about nothing. People lie on you about simple shit.
Jerrod, where's your job at, sir? You've been driving for a long damn time.
One small thing and try to blow it all out of proportion. No need for that. Just know the truth shall set you free. So please stop playing with me. Please. Hey, I'm so black, can't even see me. Can't even see me. And my car rides so smooth now. I got some tires, got a front suspension change. What thing rides so smooth? Let's see what popping at the job today. Oh, first one here. Open up the gate. Oh, shit. Put the lock in there. Hold on.
Good morning, Lena. All right, you guys, 686 people watching in the live right now. Only about 100 and so likes. So what I need for you to do, you guys, is go ahead and hit the like button, and make sure you guys go over and subscribe to Kitten Zombie. This live Instagram live that she was able to record is credited to her. I can't take the credit for this live because I didn't capture this. So this was done early in the morning, and I was in the bed sleep. I didn't know anything about it. So please make sure you like the live for me. I definitely would appreciate it. And let's continue. Not an hour, true. Oh, Lord.
I'm speeding. Here's what I do. I'm afraid to do. I'm at work. Here's what I do. I come to work, mind my business. Mind my business and stay out of drama. That's what I do. Light on, truck ain't gonna crank.
That's true. Who said that? Madam Moore. Yeah, Madame Moore. That is true. Olivia gets on this internet and talk about, what Jerrod has done, and why he took, the kids over there with him. But my thing is, sis, what are you doing? Like, you telling that part, but what about, you telling us the problem, but sis, what's the solution? Like, nobody never talks about the solution. Like, what are you doing to get if you want to tell that business, why not tell the business of you trying to get the kids back? Like, what provisions are you putting in place to get the children back? Like, you quick to tell this, but you don't really tell what you need to be telling. Like, that's what this part right here, we already know this. We've been listening to the debacle between her and Jerrod for over 2 years. Since we know that part, but now you say you don't want people in your business, but you keep putting people in your business. That's the part I don't be understanding. Like, you say you don't want people in your business, but you keep bringing your business to the internet, and you keep rattling this man's feathers so he can come on here and contradict a lot of what you say, But in the meanwhile, sis, what are you doing? What's the plan? Like, that'd be my thing, y'all. What's the plan? What is your plan to get the kids back into your home, sis? Do you have a plan? And if so, let's talk about that. Because we've already talked enough about what Jerrod did to you and how bad he treated you from what you say, blah, blah, skip, blah, 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 blah. Since we talked about all that, we heard you. We got it, okay? What's the plan to get the kiddos back in your care, okay? Since you feel like that's in their best interest, or do you feel like that's in their best interest? Because Olivia says she's a good mom. sis. Okay. But unfortunately, the court thought otherwise. So our opinion, really, I could say, no, Olivia, no, you're not. But my opinion doesn't even count because, I don't wear the black house coat and sit on the throne called, the little, what y'all call that? The little box the judge sits in. Since I don't sit there. Okay. So my opinion is just that. My opinion. Sis, what are you, like, you say you're a good mother, and okay, girl, but unfortunately, the people who actually count, the court, thought otherwise. Because if they felt like that was true, they wouldn't have took the kids and gave them the custody to the dad. Like, they had to be some very drastic things. Now, Olivia said because she didn't have money, because Jerrod took her taxes, blah, skippy-doo-dah. But sis, you make money every month on the internet. Okay, it's called YouTube, your YouTube channel. I don't know how much you make, but I would think you making something because at this point, you better be making some coins to keep putting all this business out here, your personal business. You better be making some damn coins. Like, sis, you could have, went on a lot of lawyers do payment plans and, things of that nature. You say your mother is a good influence and she has your back. She couldn't back you with a couple of dollars to help you keep the kids in the home with you. Like, I'm just saying, sis. Again, that's thinking logical about the situation. That's not shading her. That's thinking logical. Okay, you said you didn't have any money. Well, you couldn't borrow it from a family member. She says that, y'all remember a long time ago, Olivia says she comes from generational wealth. Sis, you couldn't reach out to one of those generational people to give you whatever amount of money you need. Tell them, hey, can I just borrow from you? I pay you every month. Sis, nothing.
How long I've been on this phone? Till you think you could just keep going and going all day, especially when you got a lot of shit to talk about. But I ain't gonna do that.
Let me say this to what you said, Nikki. I did hear Olivia say that in her live. You guys, I don't think we're going to be able to make it to her live. Maybe we'll do that later today because I do got to get back to getting these orders out the door. I just wanted to stop y'all because this I was watching this morning. It was getting too juicy for me. But Nikki says TMR on her live last night, it seems she has no more fight in her because she said hopefully they come back. But if they don't, then oh well, I guess. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Me personally, y'all think about it. Getting your kids taken away from you, regardless if it was your fault or wasn't your fault, especially after the smoke clears, any real human being, a loving person would feel some type of way about losing the battle. Okay. And I could just imagine this being, I would think if it was me, let me talk about me because I do understand everybody is different. If this was me and I was going through this, I would be an emotional wreck. I could not get on the internet and talk about this with a bunch of strangers who would have opposing opinions about my life, right? I wouldn't have the bandwidth to do that, right? So for Olivia to do it the way she does it, it just makes me feel like she's very numb to what is going on. And it does seem like she has no more fight left in her, in my opinion, based off because I've been watching Olivia for over 3 years. So it definitely does seem like she's kind of thrown in the towel because like I said to you guys before, she never says, right, Sandra, she could have brought it from my man. She never says what she's doing to get the kids back. She doesn't even talk about getting the kids back. She doesn't even mention that. It's just always she talks as if they're never coming back. Again, that's my opinion. I would be curious into knowing, not being super nosy. Has she dismantled their bedrooms? Like, do she still have their bunk beds up? Like I would be curious into knowing that. Because if she has their room disassembled, that to me would sound like sis definitely does not have any more fight left in her. I don't necessarily think it was her white privilege, all things Jade. I think the privilege of her being a mother. She probably thought that the courts would never take custody away from her as being a mother. Like, because Olivia says, my kids weren't harmed. They weren't this, they weren't that. She talks like that. Nobody physically touched them. And so she really probably felt like because none of these things happened, then whatever is being alleged on me, obviously in Olivia's mind probably was like, well, it's not that bad, because if it was that bad, then the police would have been involved. But again, from what Jerrod said, the courts were telling her to do things that she did not do, and that's the reason why they made the decision.
Oh man,
I know that, right, Mrs. Yellowhawk.
our day started. Man, if you miss your kids, it's not the way to come about it. If you miss your kids, call them. All I gotta do is call. Miss and love them so much, but you sit up here did bullshit. I was trying to make a sob story about the fucking kid. Don't cry now. The kid ain't fucking crying. Man, what you talking about? I never understood. I be trying to understand this shit. Like, why? I was trying to make a sob story about some shit. Oh, my kids this, my kids. Your kids ain't nothing, man. They kids. They playing. Oh, man. This is so crazy. Yeah, that's what she need to do. She need to grow up, be a woman. That's crazy. That's so crazy, man. What money she got to send? She ain't sending me no money. That's a whole nother thing. Jelly Jess, that's a whole nother thing. That's dumb too, whatever. But that ain't, I shouldn't have to record everything. That's stupid.
That's what I would be doing. To your point, Mama C. Mama C said all this free time she got, she needs to finish her education and really make something of herself. Exactly. In the event that YouTube doesn't keep popping off for her like that. Like, girl, where's your plan B? Like, sis, do you have a plan B over there? Anything? Like, at this point, that's what I would be doing. Instead of getting on here, spending 2 hours crying about a situation that obviously tears is not going to change, I would be glowing up, making a better situation for myself. But she's not doing that, in my opinion, or she doesn't talk about that. That's the thing. If you're going to talk about the problem, then what's the solution? What's the solution to your problem? Olivia never talks about a solution. She likes for people to feel sorry for her. And not so much people, but she likes for her loyalty gang to feel sorry for her. And it's so unfortunate because at this point, you should have surpassed the being someone feeling sorry for you, because the damage is already done. Now, in my opinion, you would figure out a way to get yourself out of this situation. In the event that there is a chance that you can get your kids back full time, That's what I would be doing. Or if, allegedly she has this new baby, then what about the baby? Like the whole time Olivia did this live, she had some like little, I don't know, it looked like a curtain, a little flower curtain, I guess trying to hide the baby sleeping in the background. It's like, girl, again, you can't get mad at the internet for what you're going through. What you're going through is your own fault because you never had to come to the internet and share any of this. And if you were going to share any of it, it would have been a small percentage that I would have shared. And the large percentage of what I was going through would have been between me, the daddy, the courts, and the kids. That's it. KW said, there's no baby. There's no baby? Oh, God.
Lose custody because we don't do what people tell you to do. We don't do what the courts tell you to do. It's consequences, okay? Yeah, I stole her taxes, okay. How can I steal taxes when those are my kids and I'm your husband, right? How can you steal taxes? The fuck? That's the dumbest shit I've heard. Pay child support. Who pay? I was paying child support in 2 states. I was paying $350 a week. That's what I was paying. In Texas and Florida, I was paying $175 in Texas, $175 in Florida a week. So that's $350, right? My math is math. I can show check stubs from this shit. I was paying child support in Florida and Texas. And I still got a life to live. Come on.
Wait, y'all said the baby missed 50 days of school? Damn, it ain't but what? How many days is it of like, oh, wow, that's a lot. That's half the school year.
Who baby that? I don't know. What baby? What the baby is? Exactly my point, man. What's it say? Titanics, folks.
He said, what baby?
Why we understand it?
He said, where the baby? What baby? Ooh.
I ain't got no tax money. I'm waiting on tax money. I'm talking about tax money. I work. She don't know nothing about.
Mickey, we all would like to see that. We all would like to see for these moms to do better and put out quality content, but it has to be within you to want to do that. These ladies, they like to live in dysfunction. I mean, it clearly shows based off their contents of their videos. They like this type of stuff. This is how they get their coin, and this is the way they manage to get their coin. They have settled with this. Quality content to them may seem boring, and they don't want that. They like the drama. That's why they keep producing it.
Yeah. See, let me give y'all a little history, okay? On this child support. I'm gonna talk about child support. So let me see. 2020, yeah. I put myself on child support. Because when she first moved out here in September, I guess.
Hey, mommy.
October. I put myself on child support. We had court at the end of October, I think, beginning of November. We had court on Zoom. Okay. They got all my information.
Hey, Kiki.
She didn't want to give her information. They said they don't care about how much she make a year or whatever. So I gave them all mine. Yes, I put myself on child support. I went online. I did the paperwork. I put myself on. I was going to be paying like $758 a month. $758 a month. So once everything got finalized, she said no. I was like, why not? She said, I want 1,000. She wanted more. She wanted 900 or 1,000 a month. I was like, well, I'm not trying to pay your bills. So the lady that we had court with, she was like, well, y'all have to go to actual court for that. So
Olivia said in her live last night that that's not true. She never asked for child support. She said the reason why she turned the child support down to $758 because she didn't want child support at all because she didn't want the laws in her business. But Jerrod said she definitely was getting child support. She was getting $350 a week. She was getting what 170 something from Texas, 170 something from Florida, and not one time did Olivia ever return the money back to the state saying, yeah, no, or did she ever call and say, hey, I want to cease this child support obligation? Because you definitely can do that. If you don't want the father or the mother on child support, you can petition the court to say, I don't want child support at all. Like, we're going to handle this, one-on-one or whatever the situation. You definitely can do that. But Olivia didn't do that. So, but she said in her live last night that basically she didn't want child support from Jerrod because she didn't want the people in her business. But y'all remember when she told us that they offered her the 750 and she said no, she want 1,000. But she's saying she said that because she was just trying to be spiteful. Well, sissy, see what your spitefulness got you? Now you're paying child support to him. Let's continue.
They scratched all that. And then in January, that's when I had got my lawyer. And then just from there, so after we had court again a couple times, but for the custody and stuff, in June of 2021, last year, that's when I started paying child support. But when I started paying it, I was only paying like $650 something. So it went down $100. So I was like, well, damn, her loss. God don't like ugly, man. Trying to be greedy and trying to knock me down. And then from June all the way until I won custody with October 1st. And then in December, was my last time paying child support, like December 1st. But Florida was taking money too. It's funny, Florida sent me a check about a month ago for $174. Like what I was paying in child support. And I was like, well, shit, they owe me a whole bunch of more of these. Then you call Florida and like, hey, why y'all taking child support? I live in Texas. Oh, we're monitoring. They're monitoring what Texas is doing. So y'all taking the same amount every week what they take? Yes.
Jerrod definitely right. God don't like ugly. What one thing I can say about Jerrod, you can definitely tell that you got some people praying for him. Okay? You can definitely tell that there is some people praying for Jerrod, honey, because every time that Olivia shoots fire, the fire turns around and gets shot right back on her. You can tell that, honey, there is some praying folks out there that's praying for this man, right? And I know a lot of people may think, oh, well, it's not even about being on her side or his side. It's about what's right. And my personal opinion of watching all this unfold for over 2 years now, Olivia played herself in this situation. Yes, Jerrod did this, he did that, which made you do this and do that. But at the end of the day, you can't always fight fire with fire, sis. You can't always do that. That's not always the remedy for a lot of people. And in this situation, every time she tried to do things to be spiteful, it turned around and flipped on her. You went from not wanting $750 a month to you wanted 1,000 to where now you're paying child support when you should have just left the $750 on the table and you probably still would have had your kids over there. Okay. That's why it don't pay to be ugly, y'all.
Well, how do I get that stock? Because I don't live in Florida. I was paying $350 a week, plus whatever else they taking out my check, insurance, taxes, my 401k, all that shit.
Yes, he does, Monique.
I still got a life to live. But guess what? Only the strong survive, baby. See, you got your good woman, man. You and your good woman got a team. You don't knock each other down. The one thing I can say about Tanisha, she gonna have your back, and not in a bad way, in a good way. She always helped me see stuff. Like she probably be mad that I'm doing this, but I can't hold it no more. I gotta vent. She's probably gonna be very upset that I'm doing this right now. But it worked. I just have to vent. Just see stuff. I don't know. She just be popping up on my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even watch this shit, bro. Like, I've been watching how to fix a car, and I've been watching how to fucking make this and make that, and then
at the end of the day, you guys, I'm gonna sum this up because we're gonna get ready to disconnect from this. At the end of the day, in my opinion, Jerrod definitely had fault in the situation. Olivia had fault. They both cheated on each other. They both took each other for granted. But what I have noticed is Jerrod is trying to mature. He's trying to do better. Olivia, in my opinion, based off her behavior, she's not. She's just not. Sometimes it's better to leave things just unsaid. You know, you guys ever heard sometimes less is more? Sometimes less is more, and you could tell this live right here was just Jerrod tired. Like he's tired of Olivia. You could tell in this live, it was just all the BS from the beginning of their conception of their relationship. It all just came out. And Antonisha may be a good woman. She definitely is a good woman to Jerrod. She definitely is bringing the better out in him, because this Jerrod wasn't the Jerrod that we saw with Olivia. That was the Jerrod that didn't fool with his family because Olivia didn't want him around certain people, and and he was able to mend bridges with his family once him and Olivia separated and got better understanding. And now you see them on Instagram and you see Jerrod hanging out with his peoples and they are having a good time and things of that nature. You never see Olivia with anybody. I know she did a girls thing the other day or something, but that's like a rarity. You never really see her hanging out with family. Olivia doesn't even talk about family. She doesn't talk about cousins, and hell, do she even have cousins? You don't never hear her talk about anybody. And to me, those kids would have, them kids living with her. Olivia didn't accept the fact that those kids have another side of the family, right? And I'm not saying that Olivia should have just stayed in Texas because that's where the kids were born. And, you can move anywhere you want to. If you feel like Texas wasn't for you and Florida was a better place, then okay, But then once Jerrod came to Florida and they tried to make it work, they got married and then it didn't work. And then Jerrod left and went back to Texas. In my opinion, Olivia probably should have just stayed there in Florida, in my opinion.
all this other shit pop up. Like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, Kitten Zombie.
It's so funny to me. You ready for work? You ready for my day, man?
Hey, Kitten Zombie, I gave you credit for your video.
Well, I'm saying, man, I'm not understanding. That's just like, if I get her and I be like, oh my God, I can't stand this person, I can't this, but I'm standing in their house, I'm using their car and shit. Something wrong with me. If I can't stand you and this and that, I'm not gonna use none of your shit. I'm gonna get the fuck away from you. So if I'm this, please sign the divorce papers. We need to talk about that. Ain't nothing to talk about. Sign the paper, bro. You saw what my lawyer sent you. Do it. Or do I need to post that because I'm lying? Do I need to show that? Do I need to pull up that email? I know you got it. Your lawyer got it. I know your lawyer gonna come up with some bullshit login. You can't attend because bullshit, man. And for lawyers to sit there and lie.
All right, y'all. All right, Jerrod. Be easy, bro. All right, y'all. So, the moral of the story is I think Jerrod is trying to move on, y'all. He's trying to just live life. I don't think Jerrod, I've said this to you guys from the very beginning. I don't think Jerrod ever wanted to take those kids from Olivia. She forced his hand. She definitely did. Olivia could say whatever she want to say, but she forced that man's hand. And based off her doing that, no, thank you, Kitten Zombie. Based off her doing that, he did what he had to do, because all Jerrod wanted to do was be a father to his children. He wanted access to his children all the time. That's all he ever wanted. Y'all can tell, Jerrod was raised around women, right? He was raised around women, and Jerrod knew that he was not trying to take those kids from Olivia. He was not trying to do that. But at the end of the day, he had to do what's in the best interest of his children. And based off Olivia not sending that girl to school and the type of men that she was having up around those kids, Jerrod just didn't feel like he knew that his kids did not deserve to be around that type of environment. First and foremost, you got to send the kids to school, regardless if you stayed up all night partying or whatever you do. Like, sis, you cannot just not send the kids to school. And if you wanted to just homeschool them exclusively, then you should have took them out of public school and then had them sign up through the Board of Education as being homeschool children, if that's what you wanted to do. You didn't do that, okay? You said Liv don't have no baby. Well, y'all, I don't know what to say about that. At the end of the day, why are we still talking about this almost a year later? It's like, did she have a baby or did she not have a baby? He definitely is a family man, and Jarrod loves his family. He loved the family that him and Olivia built together, okay? He was dedicated to that family until Olivia pulled them kids from him and moved to Florida. And Jerrod was probably just like, girl, I'm tired of chasing after you. I've been chasing after you since Robin was born. Like, I'm tired of chasing after you. Ooh, y'all, this is a lot. This like, at the end of the day, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't know half the stuff that's going on in the world unless it's on the news, But a lot of people are living like Jerrod. There's a lot of Jerrod and Olivia situations in the world. We're not privileged to all of them because everybody don't want to put their business on the internet or don't know how to or whatever. Some men get tired of the back and forth. This might have caused him stress. Now he knows how he felt. Do unto others as you would want to do to you. That man took care of her and those kids. He did. And he took care of those kids because that was what he was supposed to do as a man. He took care of her because she was the mother of the children, okay? But at the end of the day, right, just simple. The divorce should be final in June. And hopefully Jerrod do the right thing and don't wait 2 years later and marry Antonisha, because she definitely is having his back right now. Because without Antonisha, Jerrod wouldn't be able to do what he's doing. As y'all can see, Jerrod went to work very, very early in the morning. There's not even a before school program that's open that early in the morning. I think the earliest they open maybe 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So Antonisha is making sure the kids get up and go to school, that their hair combed, they dressed right, teeth brushed. You're probably getting them to the bus stop or taking them to the child care. The little Ryan, if she goes to like preschool, I don't know, but she definitely is helping him, and he wouldn't be able to do it by himself. Hey, Miss Nirvana, I'm a ghost in these mommy debacle streets, but women would appreciate a man who wants to are in their children's life. Yes, exactly, Miss Nirvana. Yes, you're definitely right about that. I said that earlier. There are so many women out here that deal with men who don't want to be a willing participant of their children's lives. You got a lot of men out here that don't even claim the kids and know the kids is there. The baby come out looking just like the ninja, and he be like, that ain't my baby. You know what I'm saying? So here you got a man that's a willing participant, wants to take care of the kids, honey, then put himself on child support. He paying child support, and he ain't getting on the internet every other day crying about like the whole time Jerrod talked about paying child support, not one time did he sound like he was regretting that. That man said, these are my children. I was taking care of them before child support. I'm going to continue to take. Not one time, but then you had Olivia over here. The people said they're going to give you $750. Sis said she won $1,000. Girl, you asked your way out of both the amounts of money. You got it for a few months, and then if tables turn, and now you paying him child support. Like, Olivia should feel some type of fool, in my opinion. She definitely should. She has, Nirvana. She definitely has been a mess, and it just seems like Olivia has not ran her course yet. Poor thing. She really feels like this is what she needs to do to make money on YouTube. And it's unfortunate that she feels that way. It's unfortunate that Olivia feels that she has to get on here and make a spectacle of herself to get a coin. When you got so many women out here that are not even doing nowhere near what Olivia's doing and getting 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100,000 views on a video. You know what I'm saying? It's so unfortunate. Yeah, Miss Yellow Hawk, just crazy. Yeah, right, Mel. Just simple as you want to be, sis. I believe Olivia does feel like a fool. Yeah, she does. If she doesn't, then she definitely has no type of feelings, emotions, or she's totally detached if she doesn't. Because I would feel like a plumb idiot. If that was me, you guys, I wouldn't be able to come on the internet and to let y'all know, or to even show the fact that I don't have custody of my kids anymore because I did something that I did not have to do, right? The whole I'm making mistakes, it's not like this was the girl's first year in school. She had been going to school. It's just like it seems like if Olivia doesn't have anybody there, and I'm just trying to curious, if Stella is there helping her with the kids, how did Stella allow the little girl to miss so many days of school? Like, I just want to know that. Like, why didn't Stella get in her car and drive the kids to school? If you seen Olivia wasn't going to get them up in appropriate time and get them there. Right, Nirvana. I would think of my kids, honey. I wouldn't be sitting around worrying about Jerrod and Antonisha. I would be trying to figure out my kids' situation. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I would not be sitting in Florida thinking about it. I would have swallowed my pride and packed my ish up and moved my ass to Texas so I could be there with my children. Me personally, Olivia is not doing anything any different in Florida than she would be doing in Texas. She ain't doing nothing in Florida and she wouldn't be doing nothing in Texas. It's the same damn thing to me. She might not feel like a fool, but she showed looking like, baby, if she don't feel like a fool, then she has no feelings or emotions. Because Stella right. Cherry, Stella did allow her to drop out of school, but obviously Stella now sees that was a big mistake. But I don't understand how she would allow the kids not to go to school. Like, you can't tell me Stella did not know that those kids were not going to school. Like, what excuse did she give her? What did she say? Livy, they have to go to school, and you say that and still let the kids sit there in the living room and not get in your car and drive them to school? Like, I don't get that. I don't understand that. I don't get that at all. Same story, different day. Exactly. Psychos don't have emotional feelings. Well, I don't know, because, honey, I'm far from psycho. Okay? I'm far from it. But I'm just saying, y'all, me as a mother, I just shake my head at the situation because, baby, there would be no way under God's green earth that you would come take my kids away from me. Especially not without a fight. No, man. People with feelings and emotions are called sociopaths. Without feelings, right? Exactly, sociopaths. She the deadbeat baby mama. She was that one complaining about the child support. Exactly, getting on here acting a plumb fool about the child support. She would say, Jerrod's not helping. He's not paying any money. He doesn't do this. But then you said you didn't want child support. In your live last night, you said you didn't want child support. But in previous lives and videos, you holler about the man ain't helping you. Well, that he tried to help you. He tried to give you $750 a month. Okay? You said, nah, you wanted $1,000. And he said, nah, I'm not going to pay your bills. So since you guys couldn't come to a common ground, then the mediator just basically like, well, then now we're going to have to go to court. And then soon after that, you lost custody and now you paying him child support. Not a socio-psychopath. Oh, God. My mama would be all upside my head. Stella's just as bad. If she's in the same house and know that the kids ain't going to school, that's a form of neglect. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, did Olivia's sister know? Like, nobody knew that the kids weren't going to school? Like, that little girl was missing all those days? Now, again, this is not gossip. I'm going to say this. This is not a rumor. Obviously, this is based off court documents, okay? She thought a court was going to see a bum black man give her sole custody. Her confidence is extreme. Baby goodies. I don't know how she thought that. I don't know how she thought that at all, honey. What people do for a check is sad. No limits, no boundaries, sis. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be able to use my kids' unfortunate, situation being torn between two parents for a YouTube coin. I'd be goddamn if I do. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse my French. There's no way. Nah. No, there's no way. Mm-mm. And other lies, she didn't want the money. She wanted more. Greed is green-eyed monster. It sure is. And greed to have you sitting around with absolutely nothing. It sure will every time. Y'all, but look, this is real life. Like, this is really going on. This is not a script. This is a real life situation playing out on the internet. Oh, you're welcome, Deidre. You're welcome. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the live here. I might come back later on tonight and react to her live. Again, I don't know, y'all, because Jerrod, that was a lot right there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit the like button. And make sure you guys go over and visit my store, MELVIROSE BEAUTY, for your skincare needs. The link to my store is in the description box. All right, you guys, I'm gone. I'm out of here. You guys have a good day. And again, thank you so much for meeting me in the break room. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.